Hi there, I'm Rainey Reed, the town manager for the town of Duxbury, and I appreciate you tuning in. A couple of things I'd like our viewers to consider in the coming weeks, some information that I think we might find of interest. First off, the town is going to be having a fall special town meeting on Monday, September 26th at 6:30 p.m. The reason for the meeting is multi-purpose. The first of which is the town needs to consider new flood insurance rate maps proposed by FEMA. This has been an ongoing project the town has been working on in conjunction with the towns of Scituate and Marshfield. The need has arisen for us to have this special town meeting because we have a certain amount of time in which to have the maps adopted since the federal government has issued their letter to us stating that we are in need of new maps. So as a result, we've hired an outfit called the Woods Hole Group from the Cape to help us with our understanding of the maps and the revisions that are necessary to make sure that we all have flood insurance. That's an important component here because without it we wouldn't be able to get lending for some of the homes that are built on the waterfront or near the waterfront. So that's the primary driver for the September 26th meeting. Also on that warrant, we anticipate not just the FEMA flood insurance rate maps, but we also anticipate a discussion on a zoning proposal for an overlay district at the former Battelle site. That property is located on Washington Street, and it's about an 11.5 acre parcel that a developer is contemplating changing the density of the property. Right now, if the property were to be developed, it would allow for probably 6 or 7 residential units. In this case, the developer is proposing 35 in a condominium type structure. There will be multiple hearings on that, and we encourage anybody that has an interest to pay attention to the town's website because we will be providing a lot of information in the coming weeks and months leading up to town meeting. It's a tight time frame, but we want to make sure that people have as much input as possible on the way leading into that discussion on that important zoning change, which ultimately will be decided by the voters. Also on the warrant, we anticipate that there will be union contracts as we're working to reach a couple settlements for different collective bargaining units. And finally, there will also be some minor, what we consider minor housekeeping articles for zoning, most notably some changes to the zoning maps that have been needed to be made over the years. There's an inconsistency between what we have posted on our website and the maps themselves, so we want to make sure that the two are in sync with one another. Also, another update for you is the Route 53 Winter Street project. This has been a project that's been ongoing for about the last 2 years, and the contractor has, this is actually a state project, not a town project. The contractor has laid the base course of pavement out at the Winter Street intersection, and the new roundabout is functioning. There are multiple cones in place, and we think that it's going to be a much safer alternative to a traffic light, which had been originally contemplated many years ago when the project was still in development, but it turned out that to use a traffic light would have not been the best idea, only because it would have created a much more unsafe environment for cars trying to zip through a red light or changing red light. So they went with a roundabout, and the project is coming to its completion this fall. And finally, I wanted to mention that on Monday, May 30th, will be the Memorial Day Parade here in town. It will start at the Standish Cemetery at 10 o'clock. It will go along Crescent Street, headed towards Hall's Corner. We'll turn through Hall's Corner, and we'll wind up right here near Town Hall, next door at the First Parish Church. And we encourage all of our residents to join us, and any non-residents too. It should be a good time, and it's always a nice day. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I appreciate you watching.